Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you don't remember, maybe you weren't here, but last year we did a video, well I say we, myself and my good friend Kita did a video where we did like the 12 best bits of 2019. And I thought this year's been quite negative, it's been quite bad for everybody. And I just thought, why not put a sort of positive spin on things and let's talk about how 2020 was good. So we compiled a list of 12 questions that we are both going to answer. So it's kind of like a tag. Feel free to do it. I will put the questions in the description so you can participate. And yeah, let's get to it. They kind of range between like YouTube, TikTok, and stuff that we've either listened to or done. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So let's get into it. So question number 1 is, what is my best memory of 2020? So my best memory, I have 2 for this. So my best memories are 1, seeing my twin sister again after not seeing her because of COVID, because that felt like forever. It was so long. And I'm very close to both my sisters. They've both been on my YouTube channel. And I've not seen her in ages, and just that feeling of like, oh, when you're in someone's presence again is just, oh, great. And the other one, which was very, very recent, it's when I was sitting listening to my older sister talk about how her boyfriend, well, fiance now, proposed to her. And I just kind of thought it was so beautiful and lovely the way that he did it, and just so bloody cute. I love it. Literally, you have no idea. It's just so lovely to like see the love that two people have for each other and know that love does exist. And yeah, just, oh, very nice. And the ring was really nice too. The next question is, what is the best album / song that I have listened to this year? So quarantine got me listening to a lot of new albums. A lot of artists released new albums this year. There was Katy Perry, Lady Gaga, Dua Lipa, Chloe and Halle. Like, so much good music came out of this year. However, there was one album for me that rose high and above the rest. And if you have not checked out this artist or listened to her music, then I really encourage you to do so, because it is so, so, so good. And my favourite album of the year was Sawayama by Rina Sawayama. Hands down, not a skippable song on the album. Everything just was so good. The story behind the album was amazing. And I just thought, oh, it was amazing. And I love every minute of that album. And I've just started listening to the deluxe version, which she released really recently. And the songs add so much more to the album. I just love it. I just love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So if you have not checked out that, please do so. I'll answer both, because I know Keita was like, oh, I don't know if I can answer both, which is why we said song as well. But my favourite song, which I'm just going to take from my Spotify Unwrapped, the song that I listened to most this year was 911 by Lady Gaga. I was addicted to that song. I thought the music video was great also. Question number 3, what is the best movie that I've seen this year? I haven't watched a lot of movies, not gonna lie. I've watched like some Christmas films recently. I watched a lot of older films, sort of like from my childhood during lockdown, quarantine and whatnot. But I will say that my favourite film that I've watched this year is one that I watched quite recently, and it was Soul. I absolutely loved Soul, and it kind of made me think of 2020, and like the end scene just kind of reminded me about life and made me think about what I want to do with my life and what is my purpose, and got the clogs going. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Question number 4 is, what is the best photo that I have taken this year? So I'm just gonna kind of like wrap into it just because they both look so happy, and it was my lighting and my photography skills. But my favorite photo I took was this one, and it is my sister and her boyfriend just after they got engaged. And it was a photo that they used to announce that they were engaged. So I thought it was quite, quite cute of me. But yeah, that was my favourite photo that I took this year. Question number 5 is, what is my favourite TV show that I've watched this year? So I am currently making my way through the Clone Wars. So Clone Wars Season 7 was released this year. However, I'm not at the end yet, although I am really loving the story arc so far. I'm currently on Ahsoka's story arc where she meets the mechanic girl. So I'm working my way through that. I'll probably have finished that by the time this video goes up, to be honest, because I'm not working, watching like a season a day. In my defense, there's only like 14 and 12 episodes in season 6 and 7, which is how I'm watching a season a day. And they're only 25 minutes long, so you know, you can get through them quite easy. However, my favourite TV show that I watched this year was hands down the end half of How to Get Away with Murder. I loved that show with every bit of my being, and Viola Davis as Annalise Keaton is everything that I ever needed and more. And I love that show so much, and I'm so sad that it has ended. If you have never watched How to Get Away with Murder, please do so. It is on Netflix, all seasons now on Netflix UK. So please do check that out. And honestly, it's like one of those shows where like you will watch one episode and then you'll think, all right, okay, I'll just watch one more, and then it'll get to the end, a massive twist will happen, and you will literally about have a heart attack, and then have to watch the next one, and then the process will repeat. I've not binge watched a show like that since Once Upon a Time. So yes, please watch that. Question number 6. What is the favourite video that I have done this year? The favourite video that I have done this year is probably my Black Lives Matter and racism in the UK video, because it's something that I'm so passionate about, and it's something that I really wanted people to maybe sit and watch who maybe don't realise that racism is a big problem in the UK when really it is. And I put a lot of thought into it. I made sure I did my research. I sent it to friends of mine who are black so that I didn't say anything wrong, and they were really supportive of me doing the video. And for me, that is my favourite video that I did this year. I like that video the most because I feel like I was helping in my own little way and the way that I could while still adhering to COVID-19 restrictions. So the next question is, what is my favourite video that Kita uploaded? And if you are doing this tag or decide to do this tag, do whoever you choose to tag. So in place of Kita's name or my name, it would be whoever you want to do the tag. Do you know what I mean? If anyone tries to adopt this or wants to do it. Kita has such a good hustle for everything. She uploads weekly. She uploads 5 TikToks per day. She has a lot of content that I need to keep up with. And on top of that, she's an absolute psychopath who decides to do video every day in November and then also still do everything else, like the 5 TikToks per day and stuff. Girl, I couldn't do it. I barely struggle to post once a week and 1 TikTok video a day. So the hustle is real for Kita, and if you aren't subscribed to her, please do so. Her content's better than mine, and she is literally just one of the best people I've ever been introduced to via YouTube in this crazy world. So for some reason, I don't know why, I think it's because she coerced her argument very well, but my favourite video, which for 2 reasons, is why I hate Hermione Granger. The reason I think this is such a good video is because how mad it made everyone, and that made me honestly laugh. And she still gets comments on it all the time. And, you know, sis made some good arguments about why Hermione Granger was horrible. And as a Hermione Granger fan, I was like, girl, maybe you're speaking some valid points, sis. And yeah, I really appreciated it. I also tried to counter some of the arguments in the comment section. She was like, yeah, but blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, actually, yeah, I'll agree on that one. You know what I mean? And I just thought, it wasn't a video she just made about her own personal hate. It's she came with receipts. She came with receipts, guys. And that was great. And I just love it. The other thing that I love is she has been doing sort of mini videos of the introduction and to the law of attraction, how the law of attraction works. And I have loved following all of those because it's something that I am interested in. So yeah, those are 2 videos. I know it was only meant to be 1, but those are 2 videos that I really, really enjoyed from Kita this year. Question number 8. This is the favourite YouTube video that I watched. Now this is a hard one because I have a love-hate relationship with YouTube. Sometimes I go through stages where I don't watch any YouTube videos apart from Kita's. And one of my favourite content creators this year left the platform, Jenna Marbles. I just can't deal. And I just thought, why? But so it's hard for me to think of a video that I liked this year. But One of the ones I really enjoyed watching are from Chris Clemens, and he did like this video series which was like watch my favorite TikToks with me. I know a lot of people did it, but him and I had like weirdly a very similar taste in TikToks, and like I just barely laughed the whole time because they were all fucking hilarious. So if you've never checked out Chris Clemens or his channel, I mean, not that he would ever see this, or that he needs the help, but go check them out because Chris Clemens is a great YouTuber and I absolutely love him. Question number 9 is the biggest lesson that I have learned this year. The biggest lesson that I have learned this year is some things aren't meant for me, and that's fine. I think sometimes we're all gung-ho as to what life will be and what's going to happen, and oh yeah, this is going to be my year or something like that. And sometimes it's good to self-evaluate and realize that potentially some things aren't meant for you, and that's okay. This year, I was meant to be on TV. That did not work out for a multitude of reasons. And the thing that I had filmed got pulled. But because that got pulled, I ended up doing so much more, like, so I can't really complain, do you know what I mean? Which was unfortunate because I spent most of last year like, I can't wait to tell you all what it was. That was what it was, bitches. I was meant to be on TV and it got pulled. But rather than be like bitter about it, I've just like, I kept going, I've reevaluated, I like looked at what matters to me, and yeah, I just think that was my biggest life lesson, is some things aren't meant for you, and that's okay. Another lesson I also learned is that a pandemic does not change anybody. Y'all are still selfish. Y'all are still rude. Coming from a waiter, just letting you know. The next question is, what is the favourite TikTok that I posted this year? So I posted a lot of TikToks, although I would hate to be Kita trying to answer this one because she's posted a lot. But my favourite that I posted this year is probably what started it all, was my eyebrow TikTok. Oh, fuck Tik. And honestly, that video still makes me laugh, and it was the first one that I ever had that went viral. I just uploaded it on a whim because it made everyone in my group chat at work laugh, and I thought, oh, well, I'll just upload it. And then for some reason, loads of people loved that. And then that kind of like started it all for me. I started posting more TikToks, and then now I have 47,000 followers, which is really, really weird. But yeah, that's probably my favourite TikTok that I posted this year. The next question is, who is my favourite TikToker? My favourite TikToker is Yolinda Dong, I think her name is, on TikTok. She's honestly so funny. It's unreal. And I actually think I cry with laughter at every single TikTok that she posts. I've stitched a couple of her TikToks or reacted to her TikToks on my TikTok page because I just think they're hilarious. And yeah, I just absolutely love her. I think she's so funny. The last question, question number 12, is my biggest accomplishment this year. My biggest accomplishment this year is probably working with Changing Faces. It's brought me so much from working with Changing Faces on a voluntary basis, obviously. I have been in the newspaper, I've been on the radio, I've had articles published that I have written. It's just been a crazy experience and so good, and it's introduced me to so many new people. It's helped me grow more of a following, such as on Instagram. It was really hard to even get to 1,000, and now I'm over 1,000, almost 1,100. So it's really insane that it's helped me in that kind of sense. And yeah, that's probably my biggest accomplishment, is working with Changing Faces. So if you want to do this tag, please feel free. I will leave the questions down below. And remember, go check out Kita's video, which will be linked somewhere here on my screen. And in the description. I'll post it in the description as well, just to cover all bases. So go and subscribe to Kita, and subscribe to me if you've not already as well. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you soon in 2021 for another video. Bye, guys.